I would start missing too many pods.
Oh man, darn it!
I think we can figure something out.
Yeah, you should pick Fridays and go to the studio.
Just Friday studio day
in the summertime for sure.
Don't worry, I'm gonna leave. You know what? Be careful what y'all wish for.
Nah, I don't want you to leave.
Be careful what y'all wish for. Y'all, I'm not saying I'm gonna give y'all. Y'all gonna give me a season off soon though.
How long? Season? You don't have seasons.
All right, let's make it summer.
Oh, you talking about that
for sure, summer.
Right. Trust me when I say we are efficient when you are not here.
Hey, yo, when you're old, Joe.
The next few hires will be black. So,
and then what you gonna do with the Caribbean hires?
Start a new show. We're gonna do a new show. Yeah. Would any of y'all be offended if I came to y'all like, yo, keep the pay, you're off the pod, we're starting something new with you on the side on a Wednesday?
What's good, Elevators? It's your boy Elevation here with another episode of the JBP Elevated, where we speak on the Joe Budden podcast and all of his co-hosts on and off the pod.
Dang, man, they keep playing in front of Joe's face, not knowing that he's testing them yet again. He's trying to test the water, see how they feel, see the direction of the network. He's over here telling them, y'all be careful what y'all wish for. I might have a whole season to where I'm not here. Guys, y'all know how I feel. Y'all know I've been saying Joe's going to leave for the longest. I didn't think it would be coming this soon, though. He's trying to test the waters. This upcoming episode that he's going to miss is going to be a very pivotal episode for him, determining on how well Mark and Flip mesh without him. If Flip is the one that leads the ship and everything goes well, then plans halted. But if Mark is the one that leads the ship and everything goes well, oh Lord. I don't want to put this out there, so I won't, because it was going to pertain to Mark. And if people are getting fatigued yet of Mark, because this upcoming episode is going to be the ultimate test of that. Not necessarily with us, the audience, but based upon how well we receive this episode is going to determine the future of the JBP and the JBN. I know it sounds like speculation. I know it sounds like conjecture. I know I sound crazy. But hear me out. What happens when the cast is cohesive without me? And there, I feel, is enough heads to go without me. I thought it was very notable that Ish wasn't here. And I also thought it was very notable that Ish was the one, or at least one of two people, that got sent home on the recent interview with Clips. Joe gave his reasoning because he's not a hip-hop head, so be it, because Push wanted Ish to be there. So I don't think that was the reasoning at all. Like I said initially when that first happened, I thought he did that for Drake. But now that Ish is gone from this episode, I know though, it's summertime and Ish had spoken on missing an episode. I don't know if it was supposed to be this episode or later on during the summer, but just keep an eye out on that. Joe is testing the waters. People are going to be missing episodes. It's not going to be because they're getting punished or suspended or something happened behind the scenes. I'm just trying to see which iteration of the podcast works best when I'm not here, and which iterations of the podcast work best when I'm here. Everything is analytical. If I was part of the co-host, or one of the co-hosts, I would be looking at every movement. He's not telling us this for no reason. He said he'll miss more episodes. He'll miss seasonal episodes. And he told them outright, would y'all be mad if I told y'all stay y'all ass home? I don't need you here. I'm going to still receive the pay. I just need you for something else. I'm going to sideline you niggas. The first thing I thought of when he said that, damn, Joe really is a music label exec now. That's what they do. If we feel you aren't producing the value that we need you to produce, we'll sideline you, sit your ass down, and we'll wait for you to accumulate more value again. What happens when he lets Melissa sit down for a couple of episodes, he lets Flip sit down for a couple of episodes, and they turn up on their own networks? Hey, suspension over, come back, and bring some of that notoriety that you just developed with you. Everything is a business play. Everything is a business play. And they're starting to see that, which is why they're acting the way they're acting currently. Once those numbers got leaked, whether they're manufactured or not, they all started acting differently and accordingly. Melissa started opening up more. Finally, I can see there's real money in this. I didn't see any in my pockets, but maybe if I open up more, I will start to see it because we're clearly getting it over here. Flip, same thing. Oh man, he said today it was manufactured because of the Ian and Mark show, but ain't no telling how he feels, ain't no telling what he's gonna do. And I'm very curious to see how he leads the show. Is he going to lead the show? Is he going to be an A mic? Are they going to be co-A mics? Is Flip going to sit to the side? He said in jest that he was going to miss the episode. Is that actually a possibility? So many things happening off of one set of words. Be careful what you ask for. Because I'm not mad at any other co-hosts by saying we all got along better when you weren't here. But given the circumstances and Joe was going through all that bullshit at the time, it makes sense why he was so agitated with them all the time. It had nothing to do with them. It was his own misdoings. But now, everything's copacetic. I'm missing solely to go on vacation. Let's see how y'all interact with each other now. Let's see who leads now. It was a big deal that Flip led when I needed him to. Joe's never going to speak on that. Hey, Flip, you better keep that in the tuck. Remember when you thought shit was going awry with you in your own personal life? You didn't know what to do. We saw it in your eyes. We saw it in your face. You took those 2 weeks off. I led the charge. Without Mark Lamont Hill. Everybody still tuned in. You can't just discredit that. And now that Mark is here, and of course he's throwing all the jibes and all the barbs in everyone's direction as far as the managerial purposes. But you got to pay attention to that. We got to pay attention to who leads the way. Because if you haven't noticed, Mark is the segue king already. He's already asking different co-hosts to lead them into different topics. Pay attention to that. He's already started that. I know Joe and Ian have told him behind the scenes, hey, Mark, we need you to do exactly what you're doing to a higher degree. So this upcoming episode, what did Joe say, the 24th or 25th? It's going to be a very, very pivotal episode for the JBP. But can't say I didn't tell y'all. Can't say I didn't warn y'all. We already seen this coming. Told y'all 7, 8, 9 months ago. He's gearing up for all of this. And the numbers and everything is leading in the right direction. And by leaving, I'm not saying I don't want anything to do with the Joe Budden Network. You just ain't going to see me on camera as much. I'm just not going to be the focal point. Still my business. I'm just not going to be the focal point. Here, at least. Because you heard him say he's going to start different shows. And one of the more pivotal things that he said that was said in jest, the next couple of hires I make are going to be black people. The next couple of hires I make are going to be black people. He asked them, would they be okay with sitting in and out of episodes while receiving pay? As well as telling them couple, multiple, plural people are getting hired and they will be black. Oh man, there's so much happening that we just gotta pay attention to that seemingly seems like nothing, but you never know. As always though, like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the page if you haven't. If you have, you already know how we rocking, you already know what it is with us. We're just gonna keep churning these videos out, man. So much to talk about in this verse, or this universe I should say, but I appreciate all the support. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.